it's Rhonda. I just wanted to show you a new technique. I don't know if it's new, but it's new to me that I found, and it's called boiled paper. And what you do is you take, well, what I took is watercolor paper because it's real thick and pretty, can take water pretty well. I got that, and then I got some flowers, and you can just get some cheap ones, at the real flowers at like the nursery. They throw them out a lot of times when they're just kind of wilted a little bit. Leaves, flowers, all of that. And I made these. So when I was out visiting my daughter, we decided to give it a try. Now I added a little bit of dye in here, and it was actually the Ritz dye. I used blue, purple, and pink. And different effects on some of them. But you can see here, this was a flower. This green was some leaves. You can kind of see where I broke some of the flowers apart and got some really interesting leaves effect. And then where there were none, that purple took up and made a really cool pattern. Now that's one side, and then this is the other side of the paper, which I thought it turned out really, really cool. Oh, this one was lower to the bottom of the pan that you put it in. So what you do is you put all those on here, and I folded them in half. Look how pretty that is. And then boiled them. This particular paper was close to the bottom, and it kind of got a little bit scorched. So you have to kind of watch what you're doing on that. Some of the leaves kind of burned, if you will. But I think it still looks kind of cool, and I'll probably just put something over it to kind of cover it up, so I can still have a real cool effect of paper. Here's another one. You can see some of the pretty greens and yellows that came in. I really like how the purple added to it. And then here's the other side. Now here I just kind of dripped a little bit of the dye in there just to kind of see what kind of an effect it would give me. And I kind of like it. So there's that one. This one is probably one of my favorite ones. How it kind of looks like a butterfly, kind of looks like a bird, kind of looks like some kind of crazy alien. It's just really cool. You can see the leaf over here, some leaves over here. These are obviously some kind of, I think it's a mimosa maybe leaf, not sure. And then this is the other side. So I did that same kind of speckling to give it a little more color. You can see a nice flower here and here. Isn't that really cool? This one had a lot more just greenery on it, leaves and different types of leaves, and they really leached out a lot of the yellow out of those leaves and green. It turned out pretty cool. And then the other side I did the same thing with just throwing some color on it just to kind of give me an idea. You can see here is some leaves. It's really unique. It is a very long process as far as the cooking part of it. This one just had some green leaves on it, and they really picked up the color. What you do is you put it into a big pot of water and boil it for an hour and a half to 2.5 hours. Some people say longer. I did about an hour and a half. And in about an hour, I added the dye. So I got that dye effect where there were no, would have been just white cardstock. It was like a little face right there with little ears, little eyes. It's kind of fun. Here you can see those leaves really well, and they kind of took up some, because you can see how white it is here. There were some flowers in here, but they just didn't leach out very much color on that particular one. But it gives you more room for writing on it if you want to, that kind of thing. There's another pretty one that kind of looks like a face of an angel. Got a little yellow hair, little face. It's kind of cool. This one you can see the flower here, how good it turned out. And those were just some, I want to say they were kind of purple. I don't think they were really blue like that, but they turned out really cool. This one's really cool. It looks like some kind of a sparkly craziness. I like it. And then the back side of that one. This one, really nice. Got some greens and yellows. See if I can get a hold of it here. The back of this one, you can see some more leaves on it. This one, a lot of yellow and purple, which I really like. And then here's some more leaves on the back. A little spottiness to it. Very nice. This one's really pretty. You can see the leaf of it here, of the leaves. when I was at my daughter's, she only had a couple of different types of leaves, and then of course what was on the flowers. But you could find, if you lived somewhere where there were a lot of different types of trees and leaves, you could really go crazy with this. That one's really pretty, I think. And then that one's pretty plain on that side. This one got a lot of nice greens and yellows, and it kind of just fars out really nice. Got some little leaves there. That one picked up a lot of purple, but still really cool. And this one again was close to the bottom, so you get some of that browning and yellowing effect. You kind of burnt through it, but it's really cool all the same. And then this one kind of looks like a big, I don't know, kind of spread out really cool. I like how they do when they spread out, and you get the flowers and you can see the leaves. Here you can see kind of a daisy right here. And then this one was on the very, very bottom, but it's really kind of weird how it, it did it in such a particular place. I think if it didn't touch the bottom of the pan, I think that's where I went wrong on this particular, but I thought it was pretty cool, and I can certainly cut around it and use some of that paper for something. So I brought it home anyway, because I really like the bottom part of it. Like, this really turned out nice with the greens and the yellows and the darker greens. So, but that is it. If y'all want to see a tutorial, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and I will see what I can do. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.